that books about diseases are sort of like natural true crime stories. Maybe that applies to like medical dramas as well. Even though there is a higher than average chance that the answer is lupus in an episode of House MD, there's still that whole whodunit search that leads into internet black holes and obscure references like scrofula or maybe leprosy. Anyway, still feeling the true crime itch, but not up for more examples of people being terrible to each other, I turn to medical history. Pathogenesis, A History of the World in 8 Plagues by Jonathan Kennedy. Kennedy's basic premise, which is hard to entirely argue with, is that the main driver of human evolution, both physical and social, was not our brains, but disease. To illustrate this, he takes us through 8 time periods, beginning with the Neanderthals, and he shows how disease shaped and changed human social and physical evolution. It does make sense, and it actually dovetails with one of my favorite fun facts about the relationship between old and modern diseases. People of European descent whose ancestors actually survived the plague have a gene mutation that sometimes makes them resistant to HIV infection. You know I love it when I get to say that everything old is new again. But I also think that it's a compelling but a bit simplistic argument. I think a lot of things contributed to human physical and social evolution, and probably disease was one of the big ones. Kennedy certainly makes an excellent case for it. However, it's also the truth that one book cannot possibly list everything that did everything to everyone. And where I think Pathogenesis is particularly strong is that it gives an in-depth look at the role of disease, what it played, without making everything so complicated it's impossible to follow. In the end, if human social and physical evolution is your main jam, this is one of the books you should start with. And then create your own spider web of effects with all the other things that likely contributed to evolution as well. And maybe we should really approach all of this with more wonder. After all, as Carl Sagan said, survival is the exception.